Hello, hello, hello. Well, guys, we're back. A day late. Sorry about that. Here we are. Whew. Welcome into the chat. BRK Spicy says, are you charging to mirror your bow? You can't mirror my bow. My bow's already mirrored. You can only get it from a different source, so I can't in any way, shape, or form trade you. Sorry. Yeah. Juiced effect. No. Warm up with an easy map. Of life. Yeah. What about that PC? Oh yeah. Hmm. Eh. I don't want 3 currency. Yeah, whatever. Alright, tincture build. Unlike having to activate 2 tinctures is pretty strong. Went back to TS Deadeye. Ooh. Okay. Thanks for giving it a try. But you enjoyed the Uber bossing with it, right? I think I get everything I need here. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Let's see. I would just open that up, right? Well, guys, you know what this is. It's 100 maps. One more time. We're gonna do this one more time. I got a good feeling about this one. Based on a new theory lately. Got a new theory. Couldn't kill Ubers. I mean, really? Can kill like Uber Exarch? One shot his ass. Not too hard. Let's see, is this? You don't need any of that. Okay. Alright. Ah. Do this. Okay. Heal issue then? Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I think I'm ready to start. Percent more currency, is that? Oh, it's like random. Oh, I didn't even know you got random modifiers on this. Huh. Didn't even notice. Quantity of items found. Wow. You guys ready for a video? Hope you're ready. Let's see. We sent out the notification. Yup. Everything nice and clean. Good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. 1, 2, 3. Let's start. Guys, new here. We are doing it one more time, I think, for the league. First it was wildwood fishing. Then it was going real hard on the percent more currency. Talking breaches, of course. Now we're going to do breach round 3. And I have a new theory about currency. Making some really high tier currency drops based on a lot of stuff I've seen this league and leagues gone past. You guys know I've done thousands of maps with a variety of different setups over the years. Since Affliction League in particular, we are going to be returning to Wisps, baby. Wisps are back in the setup. And the reason is because I just keep noticing, even though I say on one hand, there's no real major advantage to double dipping percent more currency rolls on maps with Wisps, because it's not like you're getting an extreme amount of currency out of that, like a true percent more multiplier from both ends. We still don't know exactly how blue Wisps work, hence still coming out with theories on it. Something of a percent loot gain is extra currency, or just dropping additional currencies, higher tier currencies, or it seemed to have some sort of embedded rarity. I figured it was a trial towards PoE 2's version of how currency scales with rarity, which it doesn't do that in PoE 1, but it does scale with Wisps through like different combination of Wisps and maybe just blue by itself. Anyway, what I have noticed is that even though I don't drop an obscene amount of currency, quantity, when combining percent more currency rolls with Wisp, it always seems to blow my mind how a lot of those maps, when I do line those up, like a really juicy wildwood combined with a percent more currency roll, especially in somewhat recent times with Alva farming a couple leagues ago, I've got some pretty insanely high tier currency across the board, like way more than would with just wildwood fishing, for example. And this has led me to come out with a new theory that what if the combination of Wisps and percent more currency doesn't scale an absurd amount of quantity of currency, but it does scale the quality of currency across the board? What if Wisps retroactively give every single currency that monster drops a scalar in terms of its quality or its internal rarity, so to speak? That would actually explain a lot of what I've seen over the leagues over the years. It would explain simultaneously why I don't see an extreme double dipping in quantity of currency, but I do see a pretty extreme double dipping in quality of currency. It would also explain how I dropped 2 raw mirrors in one map a while back, where you guys might remember. That was such a map. It was an extremely high percent more currency map with an extremely good wildwood combined. Oh, now obviously it was extremely lucky and super outlier, but just throwing it out there, that was one such map. And so what if we do not 1 but 2 Wisps combined with really hard focus on percent more currency? In fact, this map is pretty tame here. I've got some that are even higher than that. We're going to go over 200%. I'm putting all the average chisels on the maps, virtually every single map, and double Wisps on most of the map. But I actually got a few different variety of setups. So that's a theory. Let's get into the core setup, where I gotta explain a few things here because I'm mixing and matching. It's going to be a little bit familiar to what we did last time. We're just focusing on that debuffs expire faster plus 1 additional modifier in the dextral scarab. I'm using dextral scarab sometimes. I'm using sinestral scarab sometimes. I'm using neither sometimes. And so I'm going to take you back to the stash where we can see the real setup here. I got 4 different kinds of maps, but first let's go through the scarabs. 4 scarabs I'm going to use every single map. Double Instability, Bloodlines, and Wisp. And because Bloodlines a little more expensive, it's actually gotten a little cheaper recently. It's helped with the investment cost since the last farming session. But it seems to be required to really elevate the loot overall. And since it costs as much as it does still, That's what kind of promotes me using the full Mirage maps. And then, you know, if you're doing that, then you're really going kind of high on the investment as it is. I don't think you have to use full Mirage maps, but you really do kind of have to use the Bloodline Scarab to take this seriously, I feel. And Doxio, thanks for the raid, dude. Out of nowhere. Alright, we're in the intro of a video here. Welcome, guys. So, these are the first 4 Scarabs I'll use every single time. Then the 5th Scarab is a flexible slot for what I'm doing. Either double Wisp, or dextral, or sinestral. So let me explain. It depends on the maps. Instead of rolling the maps for just 2 modifiers using dextral, I basically spent twice as much chaos. Instead of an average of 160 chaos per map, it was about 320. So a full divine in rolling map. Made it harder to roll, but got some really premium maps. 4 premium affixes on here. Minimum 2 currency. And then the other 2 rolls could either be currency, currency pack size, or double pack size. So minimum 2 currency rolls, and then 2 other premium rolls. I know what they are. We've talked about this in previous videos. Go check out other videos on my channel. I talked about what the premium rolls are. So you can see this map, for example, has a currency roll with % more life, a currency roll with less flasks applied, a currency roll with monsters action speed can't be reduced and stunned, and then a pack size roll with unstable tentacle fiends. So that's an example of 4 mods. 2 prefix, 2 suffix. So that's the theme of every single map here. 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes, premium rolls, double Wisp Scarab. Over here we have 3 premium suffixes only. All of these, 3 premium suffixes. Minimum, at least 1 currency roll. Most of them have 2. In the case of these, you know, usually, yeah, I think every single one of them is 2 currency rolls minimum with the dextral Scarab. Over here, prefix side, okay? Nothing but premium prefixes. Currency, most time currency. Some of these are triple currency, in which case I actually used a pack size chisel, like this one right here. But unless it was like pure currency, I mean that's effectively 6 currency rolls when you put a sinestral together. Unless it's like that, I use the average chisel. Okay, so anyway, this is how the maps are rolled better. I didn't roll exclusively like triple good prefix or triple good suffix, or 2 and 2 here. That's how these maps are a little bit better than last time, so why they cost a little more than last time. And I noticed some pretty significant improvements in the loot when I ran them like this. It's a lot easier when you open up the prefix side. You can see how much easier it was to hit 3 good prefixes than 3 good suffixes because there are more prefix rolls in the pool. I think it was, yeah, like, it was like 9 versus 7 or something like that. And then over on the left-hand side, we have the bonus super good maps. These are ones I'll use at the end of the astrolabe. These maps I think have, maybe all but one have 5 premium affixes on them, so they're like super good. I think one of these has like 4 currency rolls and 1 pack size roll or something. And so 3 different types of maps again. So 2 and 2, 3 and 1, or 1 and 3 basically, and we're matching the scarabs up accordingly. So I felt like this was a pretty intelligent way to kind of mix and match, trying to get the most I can with the least amount of map rolling while still going super premium maps, going for the full Mirage, putting the Bloodline Scarab in there, actually investing a bit, kind of breaking my hands, rolling chaos on them. I actually used some null and exalt and that sort of thing. So we'll talk about the investment costs on that in a second, but that is the setup with the Scarabs and the maps. As far as the Atlas here, first thing I want to say is I want to formally apologize for misleading some of you guys. I didn't realize this. I've been informed by a viewer initially, and then I thought I double-checked it, but I guess maybe I didn't. I was talking about the combination of the Wrath of the Cosmos with the Eldritch Gaze. It's occurred to me that they actually don't work together, and what this is referring to is this Void Stone and the supposed synergy between this Void Stone and both of these keystones. I was told by more than one person that they did work together, and it was a little harder to tell when I was running Exarch altars and then, you know, occasionally getting Eater altar. You can kind of see why it would be harder to tell, but it's easier to tell if you're running Eater altars and randomly getting Exarch altars, because what should happen here is it should sometimes see 3 upsides instead of 1 or 2. And that literally never happens, which tells me that this is not working at all. And so you can also go in and kind of discern like the values of each upside and downside and kind of double check to see if that's working. That's what I did, and apparently it's not working. So I apologize. I've told, I think, 10 or more people who have asked about this, why you use these together. And yeah, just straight up misinformation from me, and it's not something that normally happens, but that's why I'm bringing it up. So don't take both of these. Fortunately, it was only a waste of 2 Atlas points anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world. Now I'm going off to the right-hand side. We're not forcing Delirium Mirror. We're not doing Bismuth Ore. We're really going to want to take those Quant Altars because I'm not using Risk Scarab or Cascade Scarab ever. I'm trying to use the Wisp Scarab where I can, so we're really going to need that extra Quant when we can get it. Okay, going Eater of Worlds. All of that still. This was the only like bonus point here. Threw the extra 2 points in here and here. And we are definitely going to take Synthesized Stability. We're going to do Pale Clarion still. We're going to take Increased Effective Modifiers and Map. By the way, it was brought to my attention recently. I kind of knew this in the back of my head, but wasn't sure why. If we check the Scarabs like this, we'll see it has 100% increased effective area suffix modifiers. Yeah, that's unfortunately additive with these mods like this. Increased effect. So initially when I was looking at the Scarabs, I was thinking, oh, that's more, 100% more effect, which would be its own multiplier. It's not, and so there is a little bit of a, like, you know, squishing value of the increased effective modifiers when you're just additively throwing on 100%. And that's why those maps, while they are really good and super easy to roll and run, they lose a little bit of the quant and pack size and stuff because it's just additive with all of these increased effect modifiers. So a little bit of, you know, love given back to the idea of not running those Scarabs and running just a true map with a mix of prefixes, suffixes, and that's also why I'm kind of doing some of those 2 and 2 mix and match maps. I still feel pretty good about this because those maps will spawn with higher quantity, for example, as opposed to the triple prefix Sinestral setup, which will be huge pack size and currency. That'll have a little less quantity, and so it all just kind of balances out in the end. More pack size means more Eldritch Altars anyway, which means more quantity in the end on average. So yeah, things tend to balance themselves out, and that is what we're doing. Don't forget to take Shapings of the Sky and all the best stuff for Beyond, and it's basically the same atlas as last time, so we're gonna kind of speed run this intro a little bit. Investment cost per map. Mirage maps have gone up. They were 750 chaos apiece, and now they're 900 C apiece. Totally valid to do regular originator maps, especially if the Bloodline Scarab keeps going down. But keep in mind, I'm spending a lot on rolling these maps. And initially, some of you might know that I was planning to do 8 mod corrupted maps on Jungle Valley instead. Because like, if you're doing a partial Mirage, I think Jungle Valley's better. But with full Mirage, I like Dunes better. And I reverted back to full Mirage because I just kept testing different things on the different Scarab setups. I've always noticed that, like, if you can get triple good prefix or triple good suffix, those really are the best maps outside of like some extremely expensive like 10 divine map, 8 mod corrupted, you know, like 5 premium affixes on 8 modifiers or something. I just noticed it just cost too much. There wasn't that much supply of really good maps. I was initially gonna do like let's get 4 premium rolls on an 8 mod corrupted originator map, no full Mirage, and we'll just run 100 maps like that. Too bad they don't exist. There aren't enough to go around. And so that's another reason why I went with rolling. There's just not enough maps to go around at a reasonable cost. And so even though some people are farming 8 mod corrupted originator maps, there simply aren't enough good premium, you know, pack size currency, heavily pack size currency maps. And they just cost an arm and a leg if you want to actually buy them. And for testing purposes, I bought several maps for 8 to 10 divines even, and it just kind of dawned on me that I can't be spending this much, you know, and make a real farming video out of it. It's just not feasible. It's fine for testing purposes to see what drops, but it wasn't like, you know, god tier drops. So yeah, back to full Mirage rolling them, because if we're going to roll them, we probably want to do full Mirage. If we're going to pay for a Bloodline Scarab, we're probably just going to pay for a full Mirage map. So we're right back on that train. Delirium Orb. 1 Delirium Orb, no benefit for Delirium on breaches and beyond outside of the initial spawned monsters, so I don't really care about going hard on Delirium. You can if you want, okay, if there's literally no downside to you doing that, if it doesn't add to any lag, if it allows you to run 3 breaches with no lag and consolidate all the density and get the maximum beyond spawn, by all means do it, but for me, I'm best off just running 1 Delirium Orb to do all that. Map rolling, double, so about a full divine. Map rolling. Chisels, 140C, most of them are Avarice. Similar cost there as last time. Although Avarice chisels have gone down a bit in value. Scarabs are literally half of what they were last time, partially because the Bloodline Scarab, partially because we're removing the Risk Scarab. And the combination of those two things means we've got major discount on the total Scarab cost compared to last time. Astrolabe, 40C, gone up maybe a little bit. And that makes the total investment cost 621.9 divines for 100 maps. So a similar investment cost. It was 6.6 divines per map last time. Now it's 6.2 divines per map this time. And all right, So that's where we're at. Total investment cost done, and that leads us into the first map. All right, so I'm kind of in the middle of testing here, so we're just gonna run straight into this map. Again, 4 premium modifiers. This is kind of your bread and butter map. This is the thing that I was able to roll easily. And the way you roll this map, by the way, is you spam. I have a regex down below. I actually just simply use 92% more currency. That's a minimum of 2 currency rolls. And I just checked it. I checked a lot of maps. You'll hit that like every 5 to 10 chaos orbs. And then basically just exalt slam it to the end. And see if, by chance, you end up with 3 or 4 good mods. If it's 4, great, you're done. If it's 3, all prefix or all suffix, great, you're done. If it's 3, 2 prefix, 1 suffix, 2 suffix, 1 prefix, which is pretty normal, then I was doing the exalt annul thing, okay? And every annul, I would have a 50% chance of annulling a modifier that didn't matter much, and exalt slam until I hit a pack, the 4th pack size or currency roll somewhere. And great, if I did, I could use it. If not, well, eventually I would annul off a good mod, and then I'd crash it, and we'd go back to chaos spamming. So yeah, a little bit of methodology in rolling the map, but that's kind of the TLDR on that. So we got our deli orb, we got our average chisel. This one is actually quite pack size heavy. Well, quite. I mean, fairly pack size heavy. It's 2 pack size rolls, 2 currency rolls. So this is one of the more packy monsters that I'll have normally. But yeah, pretty easy map. Double wisp scarab. So we're gonna see. One thing I really want to see is if maybe I get a lot more like sacred orbs. I'm really interested in comparing like the divine orb count to sacred orb count to voidborn reliquary key count to what I got last time. I think that could be quite interesting. And so we'll see, we got a quant roll here, not super high, obviously no risk scarab, but like it'll only be around 130, 140, okay, when we use the Sinestral and stuff, but the pack size and currency rolls will be insane. And you can see they turned out okay there. Very laggy at first. Okay. Everything's a little harder than it was last time in a way. Like there was no risk scarab, but we got double wisps on here, so the monsters are a lot tankier. Go ahead and see what we ended up spawning. Nothing very good here. Coin of power, I guess. Quantity roll. I just want to see quantity and basic currency. That's what I want to see. Currency dupes, of course. I'm not picking up single chaos orb this time, guys. So we're gonna run the maps a little faster than last time. Map drops. Duped. Well, okay. I'm dupe a nightmare map. As long as it doesn't have that projectile's random direction, I'm good. That's still full clear the map before engaging the breaches. You can see the sparks going out. I noticed that the wisp sparks are more intense when you run double wisp scarab. So we're doing a mix and match of single wisp or double wisp scarab. I'm really not a huge fan of single wisp scarab, but I just kind of want to give it as much possible chance to showcase that theory of mine. You know, if I'm running a Sinestral or Dextral Scarab, I'm going to have like a huge % more currency roll and still 1 Wisp Scarab, as opposed to kind of, you know, a decent currency roll and double Wisp Scarab. So every single map is kind of premium in its own way. I'm a little scared to run more than 1 breach right now. I'm still warming up the game, I guess. I will after this kill. Probably fine. We got a tank. A reliquary key? Really? Reliquary key was the first high tier currency to drop. It's so rare. Crazy. Alright, so this double breach. I talked about this actually in the intro of the last video, how I'm clearing that. Went up the middle as they were beginning to open, but before it kicked in, it gives you kind of a magic buffer period where you can like full clear anything you want, where they expand at the same time and maximize the density. It's real nice. You'll see monsters spawn. Oh, by the way, I tested out something else that's really fascinating. Monsters spawn in constantly in a breach. I spent 10 minutes killing random monsters that spawned in just to see if they ever gave value, with wisps, by the way. And they did not, okay? So I spent like 10 minutes killing, like 3 to 6 monsters per second that were randomly spawning in. I'm sure somebody could have told me that they don't give you anything, but I figured because they were also spawning with wisps that they might possibly. They don't spawn beyond either. So I'm just talking about the random portals that spawn along the outside of a breach. I triangulated 3 different breaches opening at once, so I got a lot of kills in that 10 minutes time. But they're just like cannon fodder white monsters. They're not magic, and they drop literally 0 loot, and so you just get nothing for it. So just a little added insight for you guys. Question in the chat: what do I do with the keys? I just sell them. I don't typically open them unless it's a gamble session. Maybe. Ooh, big blue sparks. I like seeing that. Blue and yellow sparks. Those are the colors I want to see. Up to 4,000 wisps on each monster. Maximum 4,000 of each color can spawn on one monster, but not even half the monsters receive wisps, and so it's one of the downsides of all this. I bet you it'd drop a high tier currency. It's all the blue colors there. 12 chaos orbs. So I'm not anticipating that I'm going to see a huge amount of chaos orb stacks with this. I'm just expecting more higher tier currency. Expecting definitely more sacred orbs. We only dropped 7 sacred orbs last time. That was kind of alarming to me. I did drop a mirror off stream without any wisps power, but other than that one mirror I dropped in testing, I mean, I've still had 0 locks, 0 mirrors outside of that one mirror. So, you know, that's another reason why we're just gonna go heavy on the high tier currency. Focus with the wisps and everything. Somehow didn't drop any high tier currency here except a reliquary key, which is again magnitudes more rare than a divine orb. Something like 10 times more rare normally. I don't think these rings are really worth picking up anymore. Got your first mirror drop doing breach. Awesome. Look how much easier this is to loot. Wait, we're going in here. So we still got the full round to do for the Mirage, so we're gonna find out if how long it takes to get something magical to drop. I'm sure the highlights were going to be a little better this time than they were last time. Yeah, they've got to be. Got to be. There's no way I'm doing this another time without getting anything out of it. No way. This is kind of hard to figure out where to run when the whole area is scouted, as far as the unlocking the Eldritch packs. I've gotten the habit of just doing the outside perimeter, and then after I do the outside, I'll kind of do the inside. And that way I pretty much ensure I've ran every inch of the map. See, I'm just going along the perimeter here, getting the Eldritch packs out. So that's all of that area. Now I gotta do the inside section, which is just a little bit inside that perimeter, initial perimeter. See, a lot more packs here in the middle. And then just, I guess, a little bit right in the very middle. And coin of power, yay. Dang, no Eldritch altars. Our pack size is actually decent, so that's a little surprising. A little alarming. 5 years of playing, not dropped a single lock or mirror. Well, when you chase them the way I am, it's kind of bound to happen. Although last league was still kind of rough. But everything up till last league, it was... Between Affliction League and last league, it was honestly not that hard. We got a Divine Orb. I gotta make sure I get this little section up here first. I gotta be careful with the perimeter. Might be a little bit up here. Yep. Another tanc. Valdo box. Alright, we'll drop one of everything except the really good. Next up is a Sacred Orb drop. For sure. Another nice thing about the full Mirage maps, you get a lot of these volatile Val Orbs. Got, you know, 2 of them on this map. There's a Valdo box in the middle of nowhere suddenly. That means it was a Beyond spawn. Alright. Do a little loot pile we got. Not bad. The first map, Mirage, came out okay. That definitely made currency on the Mirage, for sure. That was... I did not have a good modifier for the Mirage, but... a couple volatile Vals and... Divines, and two Divines, 2 boxes. Oh, I finally got caught. Haven't had a character strong enough to run this kind of content? Yeah. You're not very likely to just randomly drop a mirror or lock. That's like insane luck. But if you push the limit of what the game will let you do on the juicing side, then it's just kind of a matter of time. Just do enough of those maps, it will drop. Okay.
There's a fair breeze on the wind today, wouldn't you say, Exile?
2 div, 2 boxes, 2 Val, volatile Vals. How many chaos? 86 chaos without picking up any singles? That's pretty good. Voidborn key. Point of power. We'll try one of these. I had 2. What's going with 2? This one was a little bit weaker, but kind of good. Okay. A little bit of a better map. The reason is because the 5th and 6th modifier are both like they're both like 19% quant rolls. So this will have very high quantity, I think. A little bit of a dangerous map. Minus max with Searing Exarch's always a little scary. Last map in the Astrolabe, though, so... want that premium roll. Delayed shout out to our boy Indox. Haven't seen him in a while. Thanks for the raid again. I know you've been around. Sorry we're in the middle of an intro before. Go check out this channel. Resident Raider.
Shifting, morphing, expanding.
Getting a lock from Strongbox isn't quite as special. 320% more currency. Dude, that pack size roll is really high for a 6 modded map, 187. 8 mod maps usually spawn with around like 210, by the way. So that's how high that is, without a risk scarab.
You do not belong.
That map must have been 8 to 9 div at least. I don't know, but like it doesn't exist. It was still only 4 modifiers, not that crazy. But like you have to roll these maps yourself. It is a lot cheaper to roll them yourself than to try to buy them. Especially as like full Mirage maps, they just don't even exist. We got pack size, one of the better mods, but nowhere near as good as percent more currency for the sake of this farm. What do you guys think? I kind of wasn't able to read chat a few minutes ago, but what do you guys think about my theory? That blue wisp combined with percent more currency does not grant like double dipping percent more loot multipliers, but does maybe retroactively convert all or give a sort of lucky roll to all currency drops from the monster. Like the blue wisp quality component applies to every currency item that drops off the monster, regardless of whether it's sourced from directly due to the blue wisp or sourced from percent more currency or just like raw loot in general. That's what I was trying to explain earlier. I hope I did a decent job explaining it. I may need to make a separate video. Well, unique items are... We will drop more unique items in this farm than we did last time because of wisps, purple wisps and everything. Started lag. Yeah, if I'm gonna lag that much, that's gonna kill me. Searing runes with minus max. Can't be lagging that bad. Fortunately, going to be a very short stream today. Normally, I would not even stream on a day like today or beforehand because I got to work soon. But I might come back later after. It's something I really want to. I really want to make some progress on this farm. Just careless. That was careless. That was really careless. Alright, what's going on here? Shouldn't have rolled one of the hardest maps. I made my second map one of the hardest rolled maps. Shouldn't be that bad. Just need to get some headhunter buffs. I gotta be extra careful with my Weeping Wounds and Searing Runes map. It's been a while since I ran Searing Runes maps. They're really dangerous with my build. Ay, dude. What? Come on. Wow, I'm probably gonna brick this. Damn, dude. What's going on? I think I could just pile through this with headhunter buffs, but I don't know. You know, if that first death didn't happen, I probably wouldn't have died even once yet. be a little bit smart. Here's my loot. Here's my good loot. Yeah, the monsters have way less life. Dude, oh my god, to die there like that. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I must have taken some crazy bad Eldritch Altars or something. One magic beyond mob. It's way more dangerous than a Breach Lord. Okay, sure.
Prepare to face your unmaking.
Well, I can't really be luxurious with my Eldritch Altars right now. Hold back a little bit. Oh. It's fine. There's a hidden buff multiplier. Whenever you're on your last portal, it's at least 100% more loot drops. At least. Reliquary key. Wow, I mean, it's just spitting out loot this time. So I haven't taken, like, really any downside altars. Oh god, that's too much lag, man. Not for a map like this. Too much. Gung-ho here with this map. No choice. The monsters in Mirage have wisp scarab juice? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. That's one. Like, Wisp Scarab is actually extra strong this league because it applies inside the full Mirage. So there is a, in that sense, a synergy between Wisp Scarab and full Mirage that doesn't really exist. Elsewhere. $15C. Been a real big fan of double Wisp Scarab. 40% pack size bloodlines? Well, okay, but like... Oh, wow. We got our first Sacred Orb, guys. First Sacred Orb on the second map. I'm telling you. Why am I still lagging this bad? God. Already ran a map. Stop it. Lagging this bad. 2 raw div? Damn, that map actually pumped pretty hard in the end. We got the Reliquary Key, a Sacred Orb, 6 Raw Divines. It's mostly in the Mirage. I don't even have good Eldritch Altars. We got a 21% Quant. That's it. Oh yeah, lagging a lot more with the Wisps. That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, well, okay. So this is the first time I've ran Wisp Scarab streaming, but you know how it is. When I play this off stream, I don't lag as bad. Of course. Well, we got through that map without bricking it. That's good. I knew I would be leaving a ton of currency on the table if I didn't even get into the Mirage. Single gem cutter prisms worth picking up? Yes. Oh, you said you're lagging more with 4K Wisp as opposed to 2K Wisp. Random direction projectile. Not working. I did it. The whole map. Hope so. Simulacrum splinters? Yeah, right, whatever. I mean,
Wouldn't you say, Exile?
maybe I'll remove it. Three boxes, too. Okay.
Can I help?
Memory Vault. You guys like Dune or Jungle Valley better for full Mirage maps? Oh, Nightmare map. No, wait, what? That's way better. Isn't that better? That's better, right?
You know. The bag.
I didn't make a mistake, did I? Nope. Hey.
What have you got for me?
Keep proccing altars before getting the
Stay
boss in
out.
Dunes.
Stay safe.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Update the numbers, eh? We tried the new PoE scalpel. No, but I have some idea about what it is because I watched the. I didn't watch the whole video, but I watched part of Arrow's video about it. I just noticed I generally get a lot more out of my breaches on Dune if it's a full Mirage. But I probably get more out of breaches overall on regular Mirage maps. on Jungle Valley. Like it'll just capture more. It tends to capture more more breaches. More actual like area breaches can spawn too. Nameless Seer. What? Or currency. First triple breach. How bad this effing lag is. Pretty bad. Drops. That suck. Blackout. I don't think I should probably ever do triple breaches with this kind of server lag. It's interesting when you're running Wisp, like sometimes you'll get like 4 Chaos Orbs, sometimes you get like 14 Chaos Orbs. It's really, really variable. Great Wolf Talisman. Terrible roll. Not a single tink on this map initially. Yeah, I'm rolling 2 or more % more currency rolls, and then either triple premium prefix with the sinestral, or triple premium suffix with the dextral, or 2 premium prefix, 2 premium suffix. And then like double wisp scarab in that case. Monster. I got 1 mobbed. Oh, fun combination. First map of the astrolabe, but 100% more currency. Kind of a low roll though. 198 only. I have a couple maps that'll spawn in with like 400% more currency. It'll be lower pack size, of course. One. These maps are harder to roll. Last time we were trying to roll one specific modifier plus one of 6 other modifiers. Now we're trying to... I mean... Yeah, they're at least twice as hard to roll because I spent literally twice as many Chaos Orbs rolling them. So, I mean, yeah, they're on average twice as time-consuming to roll. Dude, how am I getting Shroud Walked back into there when I just killed everything in there? How do you get Shroud Walked into nothing? Just literally every mob in that pile is dead. What is going on? I don't believe you. I think the game is lying to me. Alright. That's about everything. No, but I can... Surely I don't get Shroud Walked into an invisible, untargetable monster. I don't see how I could get Shroud Walked into an untargetable mob. That makes no sense. There's no way, right? Like, there's no way that's a thing. Maybe it is. Maybe that's what happened. Because there was an untargetable, temporarily revived after death rare there. Oh my god, what? That guy. Taking no damage. And he's on top of an untargetable rare. The rarest revive is actually a really dangerous mod. A little premature. Get all of that breach. One of the breach lords was heavily wisped, the other, I guess, spawned with 0 wisps. It's so much lag. How is that still here? Ripple infused. Cinder Swallow Flask with 3%. You always get max CS. That's not a bad idea. What else does Cinder Swallow give? Oh my god! It gives something else, right? Yeah, I might actually do that. That's a good idea. Well, I thought about getting Storm Drinker, but no, I kind of like that idea. Instead of the we had a very bad map. This map, not very bad, I guess. 2 divines. Like another tanc down there. Malediction. Malediction. What? Malediction? That's on a Cinder Swallow Flask? Wait, what is that good for? You get an extra curse? Because of the random curses? I was expecting more than that on a 100% more currency map. Or 100% more currency Mirage. Wait, really? Malediction I thought gave you an extra curse. Oh, that sounds really good. Enemies ignited by you take 10% increased damage is nice. Oh yeah, I could get rarity of items found. I forgot about that. Wait, what is it? Leech his energy? Is it spell damage leeches his energy shield? What? It's all damage, right? Is it just recover energy shield? Oh, when you kill an enemy, recover 1% of energy shield. Where's Malediction at? I don't... That's on Cinder Swallow? You are dealing reduced damage and taking increased damage. Huh. I gotta see the mods. Wait, reduced mana cost of skills is still good there? I would probably do rarity and then... I don't know, I'll probably do rarity. Because that way I can run movement speed on the Flask. I'd rather do that. Wait, I don't see malediction. Is it on the list? What? UEDB. Not a veiled mod. Wait. Oh, maybe it is. You can apply additional curse during effect. I get leech, energy shield, recover until when you kill an enemy doing. Hmm. All right. A perfect rolled one. Try this out. I see, I got it. Apparently POEDB was outdated, or I was looking at the wrong one or something. Oh. What? Ah! Need the glass bubble.
I'll put the word out.
Do that. I'm glad you mentioned that. I don't think this really has much value anymore for what I'm doing. Maybe I'm wrong, but this will allow me to run faster. Those don't double dip. Okay. Let's try it out.
I am where I must be. You are not.
Come on. Can't even get around there without triggering the breach. Stupid. Evisu, hi dude. Going. I definitely feel the run speed increase. That's nice. Been a while since I ran with this run speed. Fine orb. Still clear the north. No BV. Yeah. Nice. Is that literally the only build people are running? You know, as far as like best build for breach farming? Nothing else come close or something? Whoa, what? Oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. I must ruin that. Breach bad. Oh, I guess I would have cleared all this. Lucky that guy was a tank. It's crazy for shrine belt, yeah. Would it be good without the shrine belt? What the hell? How much quant do you lose? I don't know. There's no definitive information on it. Presumably 0 when it comes to breach monsters or beyond monsters. You just count for native monsters on the map and delirium mobs. You know, too worried about it. I don't drop way less currency than other people running 100% deli, except for like, well, tile set rewards mainly is what you lose. Not that concerned about tile set rewards. Even tile set currency rewards. Now I have 100% explode, guys. Oh no, still spawned Elder Shelter. See if my 100% explode here doesn't lag as bad. Yeah, I'm full explode, guys. I don't even need explode bow. Give dupes. Finally, a quant altar. How does Herald of Ice look without that micro? I don't have Herald of Ice on this build. This is Ice Shot. The bow skill Ice Shot. Fortunate Gaming. I did get the double div card altar. I did get that. By design. Actually, it is kind of lagging less. Like, in all seriousness. A little bit. Only a little bit. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why I say if you lag, like, if you have extra lag at all, really, there's no point in running high deli. Again, it's only for the tile set rewards. If your margins are so bad that, like, you gotta run it for the tile set reward, then I don't think it makes it a particularly good strat, especially when you're pulling your hair out over lag. That's the first thing I noticed. I mean, that was the big thing for me. I lagged way less. Which the most important reason why less lag is important is it allows me to open more than one breach at once. That's the big kicker. I can open more than one breach at once. Alright, what is these drops, dude? I don't even have currency dupes. I don't even have currency dupes. Yo, that's actually insane drops. I'm just popping off 2 divines per breach just because I can. Got even more stuff over here. What? Must be the Cinder Swallow. This Cinder Swallow rarity is better than my bench crafted rarity for all divine drops. That's like massive copium. The multi-layered copium. It's not even real. PoE 2 logic. PoE 2 logic and PoE 1 rarity currency. Rarity for divines. Only the best kind of rarity. Oh, dude. That was nice. I'll show you guys an interesting map next. We're going to pull out the Sinestral Scarab next on the pure currency roll map. It'll be lower pack size. Less lag, though. Less lag. It's the small victories.
I'm not up to that just yet.
8 raw divines on this random mass map. Like this map is random. Like nothing special. And another reliquary key? What? Do you have a build guide for this? Kinda, but not for like the reversion back to Ice Shot. You can check my profile to kind of see. It's almost the same as Tornado Shot, just, you know, a few key differences, like no longer prioritizing increase arrows in any big way. But like I'm still using a mirrored bow for it, so. Wait, 19 divines? We got 19 divines? Oh, that's because we've already ran 4 maps. Yeah.
I'm no fool, but this one's
Dang it.
beat.
Ah. Hello, hello.
Alright, triple. I want triple, yeah, for fun. Find one. Not do. Does it have to be reflect? No, there we go. Okay. I don't want to run to reflect yet. Alright. So here we go. Sinestral Scarab. So this is triple currency prefix with a pack size chisel. Only one Wisp Scarab. Let's just kind of see what the currency drops look like here.
Your sanity is not promised to you here.
49 pack size is so small. 144 quant. 363 currency though. With a currency dupe altar. No effective flasks. There's like literally no reason to run flasks. That modifier is so good for the shrine belt, huh? Please spawn 100% more currency. Oh my god, it did. Oh shit. We're gonna have 700% more currency inside the Mirage with a Wisp Scarab. Ooh-wee. What's with that face? Should be happy for me. And actually getting the Quant. The Quant altars. What's a new strat? A little bit of a mishmash of maps. The core map is 2 premium prefix, 2 premium suffix, double Wisp Scarab. But in the event that I rolled 3 premium prefix or suffix, I'm still using Sinestral and Dextrals on those. Because that was at least... I mean, that still produced some pretty good results. Especially if it was like 1 pack size roll and 2 currency. But this is triple currency, so it's a little bit ridiculous. Yoink. Ethical Divine. Ethical Divine. Would have been more ethical with with a dupe. Usually pack size is king. Yeah, that's what I've thought traditionally, but you know, just try a few different things here. Mainly the idea of this, I have a theory now, and the theory is that there actually is an indirect synergy between percent more currency on the map and wisps. It's like a retroactive improving the quality of the currency drop. So you don't get that much more currency, you just get... Anyway, yeah, the theory that I have is that the currency rolls are all the currency that drops off an individual monster with blue wisp reads into the wisp in terms of like the quality or the lucky multiplier to it or whatever. This is what explains why I see like way more sacred orbs when I have percent more currency combined with... So if I run like only percent more currency, I don't actually see all that many sacred orbs, right? Or a super high tier currency. If I run just wisps, I see, you know, a decent amount of sacred orbs, right? But not all that much currency in general. But if you combine percent more currency, you're kind of getting a lot of that quantity of currency plus the quality. It seems like the quality is tethered to all the currency that drops off monster. But I don't know for sure. I think I screwed that breach up. Yeah, I know, it's really, really hard. You can't just do like a fine-tuned test of this. I mean, we still don't even know exactly how blue wisp work. We don't know if it's like a literal like lucky multiplier or like what the difference is between 2,000 blue wisps and 4,000 and 6,000 and exactly how they interact with other colors. We don't know, like we don't have definitive knowledge on that. It's all just speculation. But I think I'm pretty well equipped to speculate because, you know, I've just run thousands upon thousands of maps in so many different settings and just taking everything in, what I see, and trying to build a theory out of it.
Stay sane, exile.
Am I going to ExileCon? I would like to, but I didn't get a ticket fast enough on the first round, so I guess I have to wait for them to offer more tickets. I'm tentatively planning to. I did email GGG to see if, you know, they would, not for a free ticket or anything, just to see if they would allow me access to a ticket. I got no help. I couldn't even get a little bit of VIP treatment just to access. That was a little disappointing. I feel like that would be an acceptable degree of streamer privilege. Since they offered that, like, they haven't sold all the tickets. They're gonna offer tickets in waves. That's what they did last time. So they got their first wave of tickets done, and I don't know. I feel like they should have the channels open for, like, you know, content creators, you know, dedicated content creators to the game. Again, not a free ticket, just access to a pay for your own ticket. I don't think that's asking for much. Do you guys think that's asking for much? I don't know. Yeah, I would think they'd want to have their content creators at ExileCon, preferably. 100% more currency. I did get one Quant Altar. Perfect world. But not much else. Me, content creators are outsourced marketing agents, so making them pay. Well, I mean, I guess they can't let every content creator in free. I'm not one to ask for special treatment, generally speaking, but I'm slightly disturbed at how hard I have to work to get a freaking ticket. That mods, yeah. Not seeing much in the way of super high tier currency on this one. Have you been in the GGG naughty list? I don't think so. I don't know why I would be there. How would I know? Well, I guess I could be there because I criticized them really heavily on the whole hacking thing in PoE 2. That could be. I would hope that they would inform me of that. I think that's why. I don't know. I live in a different world than most. I live in a world where, like, authenticity, integrity is the most important thing of all, regardless of relationships. So I know most people would say, if you want to get on GGG's good graces, you should never, you know, criticize what they do or something to that effect. I don't know. If I was a PR person or a CEO or something of a business, I would value integrity over everything. I mean, I would value loyalty to a certain extent, but not like loyalty and like, you will only say good things about us, you will never say anything bad. Not that kind of loyalty, like, you know, you say what you say, you do what you say, you say what you're gonna do, you know, that sort of thing. I think it's healthy, you know, if two parties who have a reason to work together can demonstrate in public differences of opinion, and it's not done like disrespectfully or behind people's backs. If it's, I don't know, I feel like that's what gives me the most amount of confidence in a company and the people working there. I mean, I have to imagine that everyone involved is overall happy because they can say what's on their mind, that sort of thing. Alright, let's try one of these bad boys. High rollers. Everything is tempered by money and exposure. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like how money makes people act stupid or crazy.
You follow in my footsteps, in my father's.
My biggest qualm with the whole streaming
That
thing.
alone should give you pause.
We got 292% more currency. And more currency again. Rarity. Give dupe. It's gonna be crazy. What if I like earn an average of like over 5 div per map? Almost twice as many raw div. It's gonna be nuts. Scarab setup. I'm doing 3 different setups actually. It's mainly about the map roll. The map roll dictates the scarab setup. So if I get 3 premium, I'm either doing 3 premium prefixes or 3 premium suffixes or 2 and 2. If it's 2 and 2, it's double wisp scarab. If it's 3 and 1 or 1 and 3, it's sinestro dextral plus 1 wisp scarab. I'm using at least 1 wisp scarab in every map. So I'm not doing the risk. I'm basically going off a new theory that I have that there actually is an indirect synergy between blue wisps and percent more currency roll. Which is that blue wisps might retroactively improve the quality of all currency that drops off a monster, not just blue wisp derived currency that drops off a monster. Or the how we think blue wisps work might be different than how it actually works. Good. Got a shroud walk me out. Rude. No, I'm not using multiple regex. I was just regexing for 92% more currency, and then I would just look at it. Because you have to exalt slam it after that. Usually it's only 4 modifiers, so you get 2 exalt slams, so you might just exalt in a good premium map. And I can quickly see if I got another % more currency or if I got a pack size roll from that, because, you know, I know the numbers and how they're registering, so it's easy enough to tell. Not bad, and we still got 100% more currency. Wildwood, or not Wildwood. Mirage to do. Actually, that might be. We got 3 raw div. The whole like dextral or sinestral with 3 premium affixes, that does carry hard. Especially if it's 1 pack size. I really like 1 pack size and 2 currency, because that's the equivalent of 4 currency rolls and 2 pack size rolls on 1 map. So the quantity roll will be kind of low, but I mean, it's just so good other than that. Oh, we got a really good Eldritch Altar map on this side. Might see some crazy shit here. Thinking like 50% currency dupe and 100% quant. Wait, now there's no Eldritch packs. What? Come on. Come on. Fine orb. With my Eldritch Altars, man. Thought I was lucky I didn't spawn one getting to the boss, but now can't even get one to spawn at all. So bad. Stuck with 152 quant. Finally dropped one. Yeah, 92 pre-chisel, that's right. And I'm doing currency chisel on every single one of them except unless I get 0 pack size rolls, then I use pack size chisel. So I'm very much currency heavy here. Most of these maps are going to spawn with around 300% more currency in the map. Not all of them, most of them. Some of them have like 2 pack, 2 currency rolls, and they'll only be about 180 currency, but you know, a lot of them are going to be way higher. Some of them are like well over 300% more currency. Coming in a little late there, aren't you? 3 mods on either side or 2 mods on both sides? The regex? Yeah, you can type exclamation regex. It's very simple though. Just 92% more currency, and I'm kind of looking at it. I'm like eyeballing it. You kind of have to eyeball it. If you're gonna go for like multiple angles on the rolls, you have to eyeball it. Because it's not a nightmare map, so like you can't really check pack size properly. You have to... I just roll for the currency, hit, and then I exalt slam it, and then see if I hit an extra mod. If I have 3 modifiers that are good, then I'll start doing the null exalt stuff to it. That actually seems worth it. Trying to roll, because it's harder to hit these maps. They're definitely some pretty high value maps. Best prefix rolls? Well, there's more prefixes, so it's actually easier to hit 3 good prefixes, but you don't get the debuffs expire faster. There is no, like, super good prefix. There's not one standout modifier in the prefix side. They're all just kind of the same. Yeah, loot's actually really bad, considering Almost 600% more currency on here. Only one wisp. Maybe the problem is one wisp. Scarab, not two. I did get 6 raw divines in this map, actually. Assume that's not worth anything. Yeah, it is 45 to 47. Most of them are 47. There's 145 and there's 164 on the suffix side.
Can I help?
Can you get the Valdo box? Valdo box? Terrible. Alright, we'll go back to Wisps. Oh yeah, this one has 3 premium prefixes, but because I hit the best suffix mod, I went ahead and I'm using it. Actually, so this is all this is all currency. It's kind of a funny one. What do you think is a good money maker for mid-game build?
There is no honor in what you are doing, only hubris.
You know, slave labor strats, harvest juice, things like, I don't know, Alva temples and ice sting. Boss rushing is still gonna be good. I don't know if you can do boss rushing or not. I'm using 2 wisps on this map, yeah. About no damn jewels. So this was 2 prefixes, 2 suffixes. And I think this is the lowest currency roll I'll roll. Which is like 198. It's pretty much the highest pack size I'll roll too. I mean, it's a nice number. 100% more currency with 100% increased pack size. I mean, that's a nice combo. That's pretty strong. Comes with halfway decent quantity. Oh yeah, stack deck farming, true. Minimum amount of pack size? I mean, I don't know, like, I feel like right now I'm doing minimum 2 currency rolls, but I'm not actually doing a minimum pack size roll, except if I have no currency roll, then I will put a pack size chisel on it. Not lagging so bad, actually. Loots. No, this is referring to breach only. Other strats will call for different things, like wild force farming harvest is explicitly pack size. I think that's what you go for there. Very much depends on what you're playing. Dang, guys, I don't got % more currency on this one.
You are not.
Cool. Oh yeah, these monsters. Oh, you know, I think one of the reasons why there's less lag is because monsters' action speed can't be reduced below base. I noticed when you have that modifier, you lag less. It's like freezing creates extra lag or something. What's my take on Val skills? I hate this, dude. I hate trying to use a stupid hotkey and magically. I feel like it makes me even less safe trying to do that stupid hotkey thing. I get so disoriented through the lag there. What is this map, man? Way dangerous than... I even didn't take the reduced recovery per endurance charge mod. What? I was Cyclone, I didn't realize that was you. I mean, I don't know anything about Val skills. Like, actual, like, Val skills for damage or whatever. I don't use them. I've never used a Val skill in any meaningful way. I like... The most Val skill I've ever used is Val Smite on, like, explosive concoction or something. So when I think of like Val skill and like what constitutes really good Val skills, I'm assuming it's gonna be something with like gem level scaling. Okay, I was definitely not in the Elder Circle there. I was actually in the middle when that went off. Like, you can see it right there. Literally in the middle of the circle. What in the world? I gotta deal with BS deaths that aren't even real. Awesome. Does this map have reflect on it or something? I don't know what's going on. This should not be... This should not be a hard map. There's some like extra life. I took some bad mods. I get that monsters' action speed can't be reduced, but I've ran so many maps like this. It's not that big of a deal. Didn't die once outside the Mirage. God. Try not get hit by Elder Circles. I'm just gonna die to Shroud Walker, probably. For the end. Yeah, fuck it. Dude, that's so tilting. There's so many other maps that should brick me before that. I don't... To brick the whole Mirage. No deaths outside the Mirage. Exact same map. What in the world? It's so bizarre. Now I gotta see if I'm tripping or something. Let me see one more of these. Yeah, like this map is way harder than the one I just ran. So here, let's just see how bad this is. This is actually one I'm worried about, unlike the last one. I guess I died from Elder Circles. I don't know. I didn't... Oh, like, only half the deaths were Elder Circles. So this is minus max plus action speed can't be reduced. Plus area of effect. This is... Oh, yeah. And no Progenesis. This is probably the most dangerous map out of all 100 I'm going to run. I'm just, like, so pissed now. I'm just going to deliberately run the most dangerous map.
If you do not, only ruin awaits.
Actually... Oh, I forgot one thing. Great, and we're gonna do 5 portal map because of that. Oh yeah, duh. Forgot I gotta change these things too. And a 1 portal handicap. Big ass AoE. Almost died from the eater lasers alone. Crazy. Not taking that. Double basic currency, dude. Didn't I pick adrenaline? I think I picked adrenaline too for the Mirage. That got even more speed and tankiness. This map is like 5 times more dangerous than the last map I just ran. What in the world? Like, this is the kind of map where it just randomly just bleh, dead out of nowhere. Like, not even know. Like only a death recap would tell me. That's what kind of map, that's the kind of level of map this is. And I don't know, it's just... Monsters fire additional projectiles, AoE, minus max, action speed can't be reduced. This is some of the ugliest mods for my build. Oh yeah, and most of all, no Flask, because no I get 0 progenesis value out of this. All progenesis. It's like my major defensive layer. I'm unlucky, yeah, I guess. It's just tilting, dude. Once. Oh well, I guess I can gain my sanity back. I did get that big dude. Well, okay, there we go. See, that's more like it. Should have more of that on this map.
What is your desire? I am where I must be. You are not.
Oh yeah, big AoE. Jesus. Look at the delirium effect. Like, I'm surprised I'm not just getting wasted by those delirium effects. Massive delirium. I guess it's not 50 minus 51 maxes. I am used to this being minus 51% all max res. Leviathan says, as a bow enjoyer, it'd be great if you could make serious build YouTube videos, interesting, unique bows, wind ripper, voltaxic rip stuff. If I'm not at all planning to use it for the build, I did kind of think about making a video about Lionized Glare because it changed, but it was just something I didn't get around to. It wasn't high enough priority for me. I like, you know, videos like that, tech related. Even Kosis couldn't kill me. Well, the only other thing that the last map had that this one doesn't is Elder Circle. Shouldn't have. Ah. I didn't realize that was that many. Okay, there we go. That's the first death I've had on this map that actually felt like, what the hell? How did, like, what even hit me there? I was expecting that, like, just constantly on this map. Oops. I'm happy I got through this map, but I'm also I'm still like pissed. Like, why was this map so much easier than the last? Why? Why though? Hella quirky. Storm Shroud. I think, well, it is yellow and blue. Do I have aim? I don't think I have aim. Oh, I do have aim. Okay, I can kill him. Can he still be alive? Okay, he's not alive. What? No mirror? Hard ass map. Didn't really drop much loot.
I am where I must be. You are not.
Storm and calm.
152 quant. Why is that number so low?
Mortal flesh is so fallible. Twin terrors. Storm and light. A mote of my might.
Back to easy maps. My Mirages suck lately. I got drunk off the Kool-Aid of every map is a % more currency Mirage.
Life is so brittle. Imagine my might.
What is this breach location? Oh my god, so bad. This one especially. What? It showed up on my filter. Wait, this zero tinks. Zero tink map. That's what I get for running an easy map.
My mana is gone. Perhaps your intentions are good. So are mine. It makes no difference to the Atlas.
Wait, why are there bubbles? I don't remember the last time I saw bubble mobs on Dune. There'd be bubbles. You guys think there's any player who's ever seen a double Divine Orb altar while playing? I wonder if that's happened even once ever in the history of this league. Imagine a double Divine Orb altar. Currency dude. Wait, I'm not seeing the bubbles anymore. I might have a full clear tinkless map. %, deli fine? Yeah, I think it is. It doesn't affect the loot from Breach or Beyond monsters. It affects loot from Delirium and native monsters a little bit. Most of all, fewer reward rounds, less tile set loot. Just do 20. I want the most premium breach clears possible, though. So I am running 20% deli. I want less lag. I want to open multiple breaches at once. I want to go max density when I can. Like, any amount of delirium slows me down a lot, but you have to put at least a little bit on there. If you don't, you're really sabotaging yourself. I think I was working tank. Damn. Cooled off quick. A hot start. That's okay. I thought for a second I was gonna get like 5 or 6 divines per map. Wishful thinking. Oh boy, back to Elder Circles. He was Elder Circled, I guess, was the common denominator that made the map harder earlier.
A reminder of the virtues of an
Sir. Sir. Currency dude. Split second too late. Well, if the game allows me to move this quick, it's a little lag. Good. Nice. Oh, that's good stuff. Getting shit done here. Shroud walked me 2 inches straight into the Elder Circle. I'm standing on the perimeter. It's like, "Joop." Just in there. Get in there. Oh my god, so much lag. Fix chaos. Oh god. Just forgot about this one. I can usually tank an Elder Circle if I have the full ES. Yeah. That's so annoying. Make it that far and then die. I have no aim. It's triple infused beyond or breach boss. I have no aim and no headhunter. Or just go into the Mirage. I... Where is the Mirage even? I don't even know. Again, just to get there. Where is it, dude? Oh my god, it's down here.
What is your desire? Your heart's desire.
Shifting.
Can't believe I got in there without dying. Wish our buffs carried from in the Mirage and back. It'd be nice. You, sir, Mirage. You, sir. You did back per map on Legion? Nice. Not too surprised to see those kind of farms perform well now. I can't even get through there without triggering that breach. And staying alive. What? Let me see what this is. Oh, I shouldn't have hit that. People are gonna spend an arm and a leg in investment costs to do mirror and lock farming at this point. I saw it temper out a little bit. I feel like my last session start was at the worst time possible with like the investment cost of everything. Because I've noticed the investment cost in many respects has gone down since. I hate fighting these guys when I have no aim. Tilted. I was so mad if that killed me. I did try this scarab, actually, Tempest Scarab, yeah. Oh my god, what am I doing? It's no good now though, especially for like player side buffs. Relative to what it was before, it's just not good. Couldn't find a situation where I'd get enough monsters to get hit by it. It was really hard to like, I mean, you had to be like patient and stuff, which means you had to like turn off your damage and things for a while. It's just a shitty way to play. tanc from the blight? Not real. Although I do have 2 high-tier currencies here. Okay. A single enemy to leech, really? I still have a breach monster in the main realm. I'll do it. King, please. What in the world? Ah, would have been the meteor. Oh, it's a meteor. So lame. Out of everything to die from, freaking meteor. I'm so delayed. Okay. Whoa, got him. Thanks to the delirium animation. Could have been better. Getting through the shitter maps right now, I guess. Reach encounters a bastard? I don't know what map is better. 4 mods with 2 prefix, 2 suffix, double wisp, or triple prefix, 1 wisp. For the double effect. What do you guys think?
sing.
Took me long enough to do that. Reading's not my strong suit. I can read that though, 27 quant.
Make your wish.
Sorry, invitation on deck. A good but boring result. Wait, what? I still gotta do. I got more to clear. 30 quant, dude. What are you doing? Missing 30 quant. There we go. Oh god. Oh, I got a lot of breaches. Proc the extra breach. He's only infused by yellow. Wait, where'd that Eldritch Altar come from? Long range his ass. More tinks, please. See me try to run over that, fail miserably. Can't get down there. Wait, no way I killed that other breach. Bro, really? Really though? Really? Fine. Yeah. There we go. Back up to our previous glory. Four random, no, 3 raw div. First half of the map. Look how many uniques this is. Gotta go to work? Dude, I'm literally doing the same thing after this map.
Each step you take binds
This
you
is the last
closer
map of the
to
day.
the
I might come back
one
later
you sought to
today.
escape.
If I can. It's gonna be kind of lame because it'd be like 2 really short streams in one day. But I really want to get this farm done. I want to see what becomes of it. Are there always more of these? What are they called again? Ooh, 37. Big mobs in expedition. Runic monsters. Are there always more runic monsters in the Mirage? Oh man, we got a monster here. Already 48 quant with 37 basic currency dupe chance. We got a high roller on this map. Already looks like the map seed is good, although I guess it changes. I don't even know why I bother with the expedition. Like, not even... Like, nothing. Oh my god, double quant. Whoa, this is 98 quant with 37 currency dupe with extra breach. This, guys, this is a finale, grand finale of the stream. I'm giving you a proper finale map in the Mirage. We're gonna make it rain loot. The last one for you guys. 265 quant. That is like good 8 mod corrupted numbers with good quant rolls. That's up there. I treat these breaches with care. Care and tenderness. Alright, no tink yet. Ramping. Ramping. Double dipping? No, I'm talking about... It's a theory that I have, a new theory. That percent more currency and blue wisps maybe do synergize with each other directly in a way that most people aren't considering. I think it's improving the overall quality of all the currency drops instead of like granting a whole bunch of extra quantity, like quantity on quantity. Like if you run double wisp scarab, you'll get like 3 to 4 times more currency than normal and better currency. If you run like 300% more currency map, you'll get 300% more currency, right? But you don't get like 1200% more currency if you run them both together. So that's what I mean when I say they don't stack up like that, like in a special way. But what I have noticed is it seems like even though you don't get 1200%, you still get like, you know, six times more currency. But like, it seems like all that currency is eligible for improved quality. Like higher tier, you know? Like I just get an absurd number of higher tier currencies whenever I combine these two in a big way. And that is the double mirror drop map from 2 leagues ago. That was the stature of that map. So I'm not going to see like some insane chaos number. but I think it's just gonna like, you know, dramatically improve the chance of a Henicore lock, mirror, sacred orbs. It seems that way because I just noticed a really elevated chance of like sacred orbs on maps like these. I noticed it too back when I was doing the Alva strat. I was doing like wildwood fishing on regular 8 mod corrupted maps versus like like 8 mod originator maps with percent more currency. How many mirrors I got? I dropped 1 so far, but I haven't even dropped 1 on stream, which is kind of annoying. Never for like a real farming session. Well, not seeing you anywhere on YouTube or anything this league. I don't know, I guess the algorithm's not kind. Been coming out with videos. Alright. Last bit of loot for the day. You see, looks like there's some potential there. Looks like there's potential. Ah, this one didn't pan out. I don't know, that was really, really sad to have all that juju and no tinks. But I got 3 raw divines on the outside realm. I got fracturing orb and 3 raw divines on the other realm, which was worse. Wait, did I get the Barry invitation?
My mana is gone.
You're mine. For
Still here. I almost forgot about that guy.
I've got some wealth for you.
Hold up. Man's waiting in ambush. Well, I mean, he did lose most of his life. He was over by the boss, so I didn't spend time over there. He's infused with wisps. Unfortunately, I don't have time to raid anybody here, so I'm just gotta get this map and then GTFO. If I feel up to it, I'll be back on for like 3 hours later, like 6 hours from now. Do you have a deeper understanding of a percent increase pack size does? Yeah, it did. Oh, meteor again. God, that dropped fast. Pack size gives you more chance for Eldritch Altars. The Eldritch packs are bigger. It gives you bigger breach pack size, which results in more beyond spawn, which those beyond monsters have a lot higher likelihood of spawning off of bigger packs, and then the beyond monsters that do spawn are higher in number too. Alright, I have aim by the looks of it. Yeah. All right, ladies and dudes.
We've made a trade.
We'll conclude the initial start. I started off super hot. Sacred Orb on the first map. At one point I was dropping like over 5 divines per map. Raw div. But got knocked down a peg here. 37 in 10 maps, I think. Yeah, no, 11 maps. Ooh. Alright, well. We'll see where we go from here. Really? Only 12 fortunes? Theoretically, push had never seen before numbers with suffix scarabs. Yeah, prefix. Yeah, all pack size. I have a map like that somewhere. Damn it, man. Yeah, I think this is the last actual test of the league that I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Alright. Again, don't have time to raid, so I'm just gonna sign out streaming. Like I said, I'll try to be back to get, 10 to 20 more maps out of the way. And then make tomorrow and the day after a couple of big streaming days. Maybe get all 100 maps done within 3 days from now. That would be the goal. Then I can finally shift gears to PoE 2. Which will be music to some of your ears. But nails in the chalkboard to others. We got the split community here. Alright. Anyway, have a good night, good day. See you guys next time.